guys! For today's video, I had this idea, like I think a few weeks back, because back to school is either starting for you right now, by the way, I'm so sorry, sweetie, if it is, I'm so sorry, or it's going to start soon. In my school days, when I was in school, I would have a lot of like catchphrases and sayings that I would say a lot, basically. So there would be like a few like phrases I would say multiple times, and it was just like my own lingo, my own vocabulary, my own language and stuff like that. And so I was like, you know what, why not just tell you guys some of them, tell you guys a lot of the things that I said, a lot of the things that people catched on. Some people even like picked up what I was saying and then started like saying it in their own like vocabulary language. So I was like, you know what, let me just share this with you guys, and you guys could use this at your school. I don't think they might get you in trouble, I don't know. I mean, I was very tight with the teachers, y'all. Like I was so close with them. I got away with a lot of stuff, but that's not the point. Okay, so anywho, okay, so I have my phone here and I am going to just pull up my notes because that's where I wrote them, and it's like a list. So I'm gonna probably say all of them, and then if I remember any others, I'll save it for like next year's back to school video or something like that. So okay, let's get started. All right, let me see. I gotta find it right here, and it looks so pretty. Let me see how neat I made it. Okay, anywho. So the first thing, okay, this one. All right, so one of my phrases that I would say a lot is "you can choke." For example, let's say one of my friends says like, "Oh my god, like your bag is so cute," and I'll be like, it's just like a little like shock, like, you know what I mean? But like it's funny, but it's not like anything too serious, you know what I mean? I got it from Tiffany Pollard. I'll show the clip.
What?
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Not you. You can choke.
I got it from her, and it was literally like my language. Like I said it a lot. I still say it to this day. It was my lingo. It's still in my vocabulary. I still say "you can choke." My sisters caught on to that, like a lot of people have. Okay. Oh shoot, my case. All right, this one has the backstory. Senior year at lunch, I hung out. Well, not hung out too, but sat with some new people, new friends and stuff like that. And every time, my favorite thing in high school was to act dumb. Not on purpose, like in like class. Like obviously not in class, but like with my friends, I would like play the dumb character, you know what I mean? It was sort of like an acting thing, but obviously I wasn't dumb. I was just, you know, getting a good laugh and just being like, oh my god, I'm so dumb, you know what I mean? But it wasn't like that. I don't know if you guys understand. You guys catch what I'm saying? I don't know, but like it's really hard to say. But basically, every time it would either be like cloudy or the sun wouldn't be out, I would say, wow, there's a solar eclipse, or oh my god, a solar eclipse. You know what I mean? But obviously it wasn't a solar eclipse. It was just the clouds covering the sky and stuff. But like one of my friends would be like, wow, it would be a solar eclipse, or oh my god, or like, you know what I mean? Like they would play along, and it was so funny. I don't know. It was something I would say a lot every time like the clouds would just come up or it was raining or something. I'd be like, oh my god, a solar eclipse, or like even when the sun was out, I'd be like, wow, I guess there's no solar eclipse today, or something like that, you know what I mean? So that was like one of the things I said. It was so funny. It's like a little kind of inside joke, but not really a joke. It's just like sarcasm and basically dumb. Oh my god. This one I would use a lot walking down the hallways in my classes. It was just so funny. So this catchphrase, you guys, would be for like specific certain people. Especially people who actually, you know, did some of these things, okay? Let's say someone walked past me and like was sitting by me. I'd be like, hey pothead. You know what I mean? You know, like, and I would usually say it to a lot of potheads, you know what I mean? Like, hey pothead, hey pothead. I don't know, it was just so funny. I wouldn't say it to like, I don't think I ever said it to people who didn't do weed, oh my god. I would usually say it to people who did smoke weed, like, hey pothead, or hey pothead, how are you? And then like people caught on to it. I don't know what it is with me and like lingo or something. Not all of these things were caught on. So it's not like, oh my god, I made like a like revolutionary like language and lingo and stuff. Like everyone uses it. Like no, not everyone does. Like people would catch on to it and it would be kind of catchy and people would say it, I'm not gonna lie. But hey pothead, like hey pothead was one of just like the funny things, and like the reaction would be like oh stuff like that. I don't know, it was just so funny. I loved it. I still remember. High school was great. I mean, the only part I hated was like waking up because I was like the worst, but high school was great. Why do I feel like Trisha Paytas like talking so fast? You know what I mean? Oh my god. No. Okay, so this next one, you guys, I'm trying to think of when I would use this. Sorry, my eyes. When would I use this? Let's say I was walking in the cafeteria and I was sitting with my friends, and one of my friends was like, you can't say here. I would say, why? Is it because I'm illegal? You know, I would use that a lot. I really can't remember some like scenarios and stuff, but like I would say, oh, why? Is it because I'm illegal? And stuff like that. Like, it would be just so funny. And then, like, my friend's response would be, like, sarcasm, like, yeah, it is, you know? It would be so funny. Okay, this one was my own little saying. Okay, so basically whenever one of my friends had, like, a dessert or, like, told me, like, oh my god, like, last night I ate, like, cupcakes or something like that. Or, I would just get like a salad or get like vegetables and like healthy stuff. I would say, I love having diabetes. Like that's what I would say because I can't have a lot of sugar. So whenever my friends would be like, oh my god, I just got a cupcake or like something like that, I'd be like, I love having diabetes. And then we would all just laugh and it'd be so funny. It would be so funny. I don't usually like feel like, oh my god, so sad. You know what I mean? Because it's like, it's a cupcake, you know, whatever. But because I can't have a lot of sugar, I would usually say, oh my god, I love having diabetes, or I love diabetes, you know what I mean? It would just be like a little like funny catchphrase. That one, no one picked up because there were only like 2 diabetics, me and this other guy in the school, and that was it. That was literally all. So no one picked up on that one. This one was with one of my senior friends, my senior lunch friends, okay? One of my friends would say something that was like, guys, guess what I did? And then they would say whatever they were gonna tell us. And then I would always be like, wow. And then my friends caught on! My friends caught on! They caught the catchphrase. They were like, wow. So that was something that we all say whenever it's like something not so, you know, major and interesting, or like something like whoosh. It'd be like, wow, you're so smart, or like, wow, that's so awesome. You know what I mean? It would just be so funny. We would just stretch out the word wow. My friends caught on. It was so funny. I remember. Oh my god, this one was another one at lunch. Okay, so one of my friends at lunch, she would have to leave lunch early because there was this like program where you can go to like different schools to do like nursing and like welding, something like that, like those specific classes. And she was one of them. So whenever she would leave early, I would be like, don't get hit by a bus. I would always do that. Even now, when we hang out and like she like leaves, I'll always tell her, don't get hit by a bus. It was just my own little like saying to her, and it was just so funny, and I hope she doesn't hit. I mean, if she gets hit by a bus, I'm gonna feel so bad. I'm gonna be like, oh my god, no. You know what I mean? But like, I'd always tell her, don't get hit by a bus. All right, the next one, I didn't use that much, but it was a catchphrase. It was, I would say, miss me, like, just like towards like end of conversations, or like when people left, I would just say that a lot, like, miss me, bye, or something like that. You know what I mean? I don't know, it gave me like Regina George vibes, like, miss me, even though she never said that. Oh my god, also the don't get hit by a bus, I think that was Mean Girls. We were talking about like Mean Girls and stuff and getting hit by a bus, and then we would always talk about like don't get hit by a bus to this friend, and I was like, don't get hit by a bus, you know what I mean? So I guess that was kind of it. I don't know, I thought it was so funny.
So don't try to act so innocent. You can take that fake apology and shove it right up your hairy
And that's how Regina George died.
Yeah, I would always say like, miss me, and then just like, bye, you know what I mean? So that was something simple. No one picked up on it, whatever. Another one. This one, till this day, I even say this to my siblings, I say this to people, and people don't take it as like offensive because the way I use it and say it isn't offensive. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I actually like mean it, you know? It's just like my own. This was actually something I thought of because I told myself that if I ever got to play a character like Regina George, I would always start by saying this. So I would usually say, "Hey losers," every time, well not every time, but like most of the time when I would say at lunch or even at home, whenever I see my sisters, I'd be like, "Hey losers, my cousins are here this week." Well, for a while, like they've been here for a while, and I would always tell them, "Hey loser, hey losers," like something like that. I don't know. It just became my own little like Regina George catchphrase that if I ever got a role like her, I would say that, like, "Hey losers." Oh my god, this next one was so funny. Okay, so there was this one teacher that I was really tight with senior year, really tight with. We were like best buds. We would gossip a lot. It was the best. We would gossip about everything, and it was just so funny. We would laugh a lot too. But one of the things that we would say is that we only do the bare minimum. That's what we would say. We would say, "Well, we only do the bare minimum." You know what I mean? That's what we would say, and it was only because it started off as like this joke where like our school only does the bare minimum and stuff like that. It was just so funny. It was an inside joke. It was so fun. We would always say it. I remember so many times we would laugh and just die from laughing just by even like saying that. Like it would be in a lot of scenarios and stuff like that. So it was really funny. I really miss her, and that was one of our sayings that we would say. This one, oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, this one I would use to like quote unquote play victim, but not seriously play victim. People knew I wasn't serious when saying this. So let's say whenever someone offended me or like shaded me, but like in front of me, and they knew I was there, I'd be like, "Wow, I feel so attacked right now." Again, another one like the Regina George, if I was ever in that role in a movie type of thing. Like, "I feel so attacked right now." Like, that was just so funny. I would say it a lot in school. I would say it a lot with my friends. It was just like a little thing. And then my friends would like mimic it back. Like, "I feel so attacked right now." You know what I mean? Like, it was just so funny. This one I would use a lot. Now, this one I got from Kris Jenner. Kris Jenner. I would always say, "I love myself." Whenever I would mess up on something or be like actually sound dumb and be dumb without me knowing, or slowly realizing things, I'd be like, "I love myself." Or like even like being clumsy, like in whatever situation that wasn't going as planned, I'd be like, "Oh, I love myself," you know what I mean? And I was just like roll my eyes and just like smile and stuff. I got that from Kris Jenner, and I'll play the clip.
I love myself.
This one I wouldn't use so much, you guys. This next one I wouldn't use a lot, but it would be shook to the core. Not rotted to the core as like Descendants, but like shook to the core. Cause when my friends would like tell me some good like high school like gossip and stuff like that, I'd always be like, "Oh my god, I'm shook to the core." Like, oh my gosh. But it was very rare of me to say that. Like, I wouldn't say it a lot, but I would say it every here and there. It was one of my like catchphrases, phrases, things, whatever, lingo, language, but it wasn't like one of the most popular ones. Okay, this next one was an inside joke, and only the people who are watching this will know this, and it's certain people who watch this will know what I mean by this saying. One of the things I would say a lot is Sydney Hill. Sydney Hill? Sydney Hill! Like, it was just every time I would say it, every time someone else would say it, and this would usually happen in like music, in like that class, we would always say Sydney Hill, Sydney Hill, and you know, it would be so funny, and only the people who were in that class know. Like, if you're watching and you were there with me in class, you remember we would always say Sydney Hill, Sydney Hill. Sydney Hill was this girl who used to be in our music department, but I guess she moved and something like that. So there was this one time where I guess it just caught on, and it was just an inside joke, and it's so funny, it's hilarious. We would do it all the time. Our music teacher would laugh so much. It was just the best. It was one of the greatest moments, and we would even like replace her name with songs that we sang, song titles, like anything we could, we would use Sydney Hill, and it was just so hilarious. So if you guys are watching this, whoever was in my class, you know how funny it was. It was just so funny. Oh my gosh. This one was, again, music department. This was one of the phrases. Okay, my music department teacher, there was this one day, our school is combined, middle school and high school. Okay, so it was Spirit Week for like middle schoolers. I don't know for what, but it was Spirit Week. And one day was pajama day. And my music department teacher wore pajamas one day. And we would like tell her like, why are you wearing pajamas? Blah, blah, blah. And she'd be like, it's pajama day. And so literally the rest of the year, for whatever reason, if something bad happened, if a note was missed, if she lost something, I would always be like, it's because you wore pajamas. And then she would always be like, it was pajama day. It was just so funny, you guys. It was the best. That class was so much fun. But I'd always be like, it's probably because she wore pajamas, you know what I mean? And it was that one day, and then, it was that one day that it was pajama day. But like, we didn't see any like middle schoolers like wear pajamas, you know what I mean? There were a few that did, but most of them didn't. And so I'd always pick on her and be like, it's because you wore pajamas, isn't it? You know? So funny. Inside joke. The people who were in music with me know. They know. It was the best. One of the quotes that I would say, and usually a lot of people say, is I didn't get much sleep last night. I would usually work and I would just stay up at night also and stuff like that. And then I would get home late. I worked at McDonald's my senior year. Short amount of time. Hated it. Did not like it. And I would close a lot and it was just, ugh. Yeah, I didn't get much sleep last night. That would be just a lot of things. But like people in high school would say that a lot. Like, oh, I'm tired. Oh, I didn't get much sleep. So that was kind of like a normal, natural habitat type of thing in school. This one was with the teacher that I was tight with, and we would talk about bare minimum. We would always pick on the popular kids. The popular kids. That's how I would say it. And that's how she would say it. And it was so funny. But we would always talk about the popular kids. And I'd always say it. Like, till this day, I still do. I'm like, watch out for the popular kids. Or watch out for the upperclassmen popular kids. You know what I mean? It was just a little thing that we would say. It was so funny. Because, like, the popular kids who were like, you know, like, oh, athletes, oh, this and that, whatever. Like, top dog in high school. But, like, it's like, there's so much. Like, that's a whole different video I will make. But we would pick a lot on the popular kids and be like, oh, guess what the popular kids did? Or it's because they're popular. You know what I mean? It was just so funny. And I remember so many times she would also say it too. And it was literally the best. A lot of inside jokes, a lot of funny things. It was so much fun. Again, this next one, same teacher. We would say, what's the 411? Tell me the 411. The gossiper. The gossip, pretty much. Tell me the 411. And every time we had good gossip, I'd always tell her, hey, I have some good 411. And then she would be like, tell me. It was just so funny. You guys, I really loved this teacher. She was the best. She was so funny. And it was the greatest time ever. We laughed so much during senior year. But it was like, tell me the 411. Tell me now. Come tell me the 411. What is it? Tell me what's it. 411, yeah. You know? It was the best. I love her. This would be another one. It would be kind of two catchphrases in once. So, for example, this would happen a lot at the lunch table. One of my friends would say something, and then I would like reply with something back, and then I would look back to my friends and be like, bitch. And then I would say, no, I'm just kidding, I love her. Their reaction was like, and then we would all just end up laughing. So it was just like a funny thing. It wasn't too serious. People don't take it seriously. But even when like people would like leave after talking to me, I'd be like, bitch. To like my friends, and then I'd be like, no, I'm just kidding, I love her. But it wasn't anything like serious. You know what I mean? Alright, you guys, so I don't know if there's any more catchphrases. I already finished my list on my phone, so I don't think there are any more. If, however, there is more, or I have some in my brain, I will definitely write it down. I will probably have like a school lingo and then like a regular like after high school lingo, stuff like that. So if you guys want, you guys can use all these catchphrases, all these phrases, all these language, my lingo, whatever. Just don't get in trouble. Know when to use it, when to not use it. Know who to use it with, who to not use it with. Because I knew who I could use it with and who I couldn't use it with. Because it was just so funny. I knew my way around the school. I knew a lot of like secret doors and stuff. And who to like say this to, or who and when this would be said. So I knew my way around, I knew the people, and I knew what I'm taking as offensive. But use this lingo in your life, take my lingo, use it. Tell me if you start like catching on to it. It's just so funny, it's so fun, it's not anything serious. Explain it to your friends if they're like, oh, how dare you? You know what I mean? Just explain to them. That's it. Don't get in trouble using this lingo, kids. If anyone from school is watching, use this lingo. Use my lingo. It's so funny. It's so fun. My catchphrases are pretty great. Yeah, that is it for this video, guys. I hope you guys love this video. I don't think I've ever seen like someone do like things I would say in school, you know what I mean? I don't know. So if you guys love this video, please give it a thumbs up. Tell me which one of my phrases is your favorite and that you might use, because my phrases were so funny. I would use it a lot. People catched on to some of them, and it was literally just like the greatest. And some were inside jokes too. So tell me down below which one you guys might use, which one's your favorite, whatever the thing is. Make sure to follow my Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. It will all be down below, you guys. And make sure you join the squad and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!
I don't wanna go to school, I just wanna break the rules.